Tony, nice to meet you guys. Yeah. So you practice Judaism. You're of Arab descent. Well, I mean, to be fair, a lot of Jewish people are of Arab descent, probably. Considering it's in the Middle East, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, wait, that means... So are you then Israeli nationally speaking? Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I was about to say, I looked at it, I was like, what the fuck? Oh, really? That's cool. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, that's dope as fuck. What the fuck? Okay, I will say that's a really cool family lineage. Now, by Zionist, what does that mean? What do you mean by that? Okay. Oh, so you're kind of, it's like a little misleading. You're just saying you're from the region, but you're not necessarily descendantly Arab? Oh, so you adopted it, but you were originally Jewish. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty sad, actually. Yep. Oh, you know what I'm going to ask you? This is my theory. In the original Exodus, when Judas, you probably expanded, your family descendants probably went to that area, then got under the whole Arab rule, and then, is that what happened? Is that... Okay, I'm curious. I want to hear this. This shit is interesting. Yes. Oh, this is like the whole thing about Hanukkah and whatnot, no? Is it not? Okay. Then never mind. My bad. Oh, man, people got fucked over. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was about to say. I didn't know there was more. Yeah. Yes, I think. Oh, shit. Yeah, that makes more sense. And Babylon became Iraq, didn't it? Oh, okay. Huh. So you probably have a descendancy somewhere there of Arab, but you're in line more... Really? Oh. Oh. Yeah. I got that sticker at MMC randomly. Wait, hold up. No, is it not? Isn't it like Saudi Arabia or some shit? Okay. Really? Well, I mean, wouldn't they be like African Arab slash? Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, because of like the Silk Road and all that. Not Silk Road. Like the trade network that existed between Abyssinia, that whole area, between iron, coal, and all that that minerals that they had in northern Africa. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. It's really sad, actually. Yeah, a lot of history is colonization. I mean, that's true. Well, what do you identify as is what matters. Okay, cool. That's cool. Well, by Zionist, what do you mean is the question. Now, is it cohabitation or is it genocide? Oh, bro, 100%. I better not get clipped. I better not get clipped out of this, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not for killing people. I don't believe in that. What's happened in Palestine is very sad. Well, a lot of shit, actually. A lot of people died. Very sad situation that's happening there. Well, is that the attack on the Gaza Strip? If I remember. Oh. Oh, so is this going to be... Okay, I see where this is going now. Okay, so my stance on that, this is for me. I'm homies with a lot of Jewish people, I think. I used to be, or I was. I'm not. I'm not. I don't hate Jewish people. I'm not a fucking that. I have a lot of people that are Arab too. I'm friends with Muslims. I love them. Assalamu alaikum, as they say. I probably butchered that. Yeah, I butchered that shit, bro. I don't know Hebrew. I don't know any of that shit. Um, I do not like any form of terrorism in any side. I don't think I don't think retaliation in the sense of murdering innocents, if they're Israeli or if they're Palestinian, is okay. I also think that if you look at the stats, if you look at the different things, I mean, it probably is a little hard to tell who's the aggressor in this situation. I'd probably put my money on Israel, no offense. But I also understand that there's a precedent there between, this is my holy land, I need this. Now, I don't. Sure, why not? Well, it's a lot larger than that, I'd say. Hmm. Hmm. Yes. That's connected to Israel. Oh, I see. I see. Oh shit, that's horrible. Well, here's the thing. You can't if you're gonna boil it down between Arabs and Israel, you have to also give credence that Israel is receiving aid from the U.S. and other things. So it's not necessarily just if you're talking about culturally, yes. As of right now, but can I see the stats for that? Okay, here let's look it up. Oh, sorry about that. That was a random thing. Well, that's not bad. Oh, mitigate. Okay, okay. Okay, let's see here. Well, it says here it's provided Egypt with more than 50 billion military aid. Now, how distributed is this between? Like, I understand. Is it each year that we're talking about? Because it says here on under a document here that apparently they are cutting aid to Egypt. But I'm gonna read this over. That makes sense. Between what? What do you mean? Well, you have to think about it, and this is where I'm gonna give my. I'm a leftist, right? I'll be honest. Oh, okay. I'm a leftist myself. No, not at all. I do very well because I don't believe in changing your mind through screaming at you that you're a murderer or whatever, or telling you. I do agree that I've seen a lot of statistics that there's a lot of harmful um, anti-Palestinian behavior from Zionists, but there's also not equal necessarily, but there's also an existing force that are anti-Jew that are pro-Palestine too. And when I look at it, I mean, I'm the one that's comfortable, and I mean, you can look. I'm in fucking PJs. I'm not war torn. I'm not starving, so I'm not really the one that should be inherently in this conversation. But when I look at it, I see, okay, well, you have estimates of over 64,000 dead in Gaza. Really, I looked at figures that said 64, and they have an estimate of injuries up to 100,000. Okay, we'll do 54. We have to establish the base facts. So we see that's how many people in Gaza are dead. I don't know how many in Israel are. I'll be honest. I'm a little uneducated on that. I'm sure it's. Yeah, I was okay. I figured it's a little less. I mean, not a little. It's a significant less because. But in that credence, if I could ask you, if you look at the casualties before the sides, who do you think is the aggressor within that? If you see, for example, you think the Arabs. Now, I understand, and you know what, fair enough, because if you look at the history of it, I understand why you yourself would be, hey, wait a minute, these people have had a long lineage of conquest and whatnot. And in the same way, would you feel, for example, like if a Native American, like I identify as American, right? Well, more nationally, I'm Spanish Ecuadorian, but I was born here. I love America in the sense that I believe in changing the country for the better within my own view and working with people and compromises. Now, as an American, if I look at tragedies in the past and I tell myself, hey, am I culpable for that? In the same way, do you believe, in the same way that you believe that Arabs in general are grouped together as culpable for this invasion, for this tragedy, frankly, that's happening, do you believe in the same way I would be culpable for someone else's tragedy and suffering, for example, like a Native American? Okay.
Lebanon,
Yes.
15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Arabs on Arabs, Muslim on Muslim, have killed over 300,000.
Yeah.
Syria has over 500,000. And Yemen is 280,000.
Okay.
Somalia and Sudan would both believe they are Arab Muslim countries.
Yeah, no, a lot of them are.
Say that's not true, but they believe it.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
Somalia is 580,000 and Sudan is 50,000 since the beginning of 2024.
so just regular, just
Arabs on Arabs, Muslims on Muslims killing each other.
that's very sad.
Scale back from that. Just the last 4 years in the Congo, it's 4 million in an actual genocide. That's what a real genocide looks like.
Yeah, the Congo genocide was pretty bad.
Ethiopia is about 600,000 in the last 4 years.
Well, then again, genocide.
We quote a number like 54,000.
That's a lot of people, by the way.
You don't make any distinction between the terrorists. I see that as very problematic. Because you throw that number out like 54,000.
Well, they estimated that these are people that lived in Gaza, they're not necessarily counting the people who were fighting back. This is innocents that we were estimating. I believe that was the figure. Mm-hmm. But wasn't it backed also by other organizations? I mean, I looked up. I'll have to. That's true because there's a lot of rubble. I mean, Gaza right now is literally like 15. I mean, I heard an estimate that they said that it would take solely just to remove the rubble about 15 years.
Imagine how normal is it that none of the Arab countries in the surrounding world have taken any Gazans, besides Egypt, who charges them $10,000 a pop in the border to bring them into Egypt.
Well, firstly, I'm going to have to challenge that a little bit. Here's the thing. When you take in refugees, it's not so simple as to, okay, come in this. I mean, for example, you consider yourself conservative? No? Middle road? Okay. So on that sense, if you, and I understand that, you know, when you think about it, this is war, so it's a lot different. When you think about it, if you're just taking in a bunch of people, you're not necessarily vetting them. It's very hard to control that process. So I can, to a degree, also understand, hey, wait a minute, Egypt, you're in a certain way, you're not necessarily completely in this conflict. Or, for example, Somalia, like you said, which, I mean, we're going to call them... Oh, you're right, no, Egypt is... Okay. Let me think of another country. No, you're right. That's my bad. I have to check myself on that. Mm-hmm. Okay, then I apologize on that. Which that's pretty kind of wrong. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, could I ask, do you have figures for that, though? Okay. Well, because here's the thing. It's not that I'm looking for exact numbers. It's just that when we're talking about extremist views, and I'm not necessarily yours as an extremist, I don't think you believe in killing people. I hope not. Well, I mean, obviously, we all agree that terrorists are bad. But when you think about it, if you quote a figure, it's very easy for you to say, oh, here's the number. The same way that I don't know necessarily if I'm true. I watched a video. Well, not just one video. I watched a lot of videos. I've read some articles. So I'm only quoting off the top of my head of what I know and what I believe in, because at a certain extent, it's hard to get numbers and then translate them into a moral argument. So if we're arguing on the top of statistics, if none of us can bring up facts and verify on what truth stands, then it's really negligible to what to say. Now, what I want to understand, my friend, is if you believe in cohabitation, and I assume that means the ceasefire for you is alarming and amazing news, because if we're both in the agreement of hey, you know, we should preserve life, life is sanctity, life is beautiful. I mean, the Bible probably said that. If we believe in that, then we can both agree that this ceasefire is completely beneficiary to both causes, right? Why? So you just want Hamas gone?
No, I mean, we have a lot more than just Hamas.
Mm-hmm.
We have to quell the attacks on the brothers.
Okay.
We have to destroy the Islamic regime of Iran's terrorist government that keeps threatening not only Jewish people, but everybody in the Middle East. And Hamas is also a problem. Palestinian society, both in the West Bank and in Gaza, are extremely militarized.
Okay.
And I live in Israel.
Okay.
I'm constantly around these people. I know what their society looks like on their side.
Well, then again, if you're in a society that directly opposes them, how
I live in a society that has 2 million of them living in there.
equals a bit of a stretch, isn't that? I mean, haven't they reported a lot of humanitarian discrepancies? Are you sure?
We have an equal democracy. As much as people agree or disagree with it, we have 2 million Arabs, some are Christian, most are Muslim, who live with us in 100% equal rights. We own businesses.
I mean, that seems a little bit idealistic, does it not?
What do you think?
Well, for example, let's consider something that I at least, because I'm not Arab, I don't fucking live there. I don't fucking look Arab either. So I can't necessarily quantify what you believe as your own testimony and say, hey, that's not true or this is true. What I'm saying is that no, I understand that. But what I'm saying is I can't say that I agree or disagree with you, because on one hand, you might be right. It might be like that. But also I know that based on your stance, your bias, and whatnot, that also might not be true. And but well, here, let me give you credence. Okay. Okay. Let's think about this. Okay.
Since 1948, Palestinian population was 700,000.
Okay.
After what they call the Nakba, or the War of Independence of Israel.
Okay.
700,000. The population today of Palestinians in the land, between the rivers of the sea,
Isn't it like 2.2 million or some shit like that?
No, it's way more than that.
Really?
Between the rivers
Oh,
of the
God,
sea,
that's-
from the rivers of the sea, Palestine will be free.
Yeah. Yes.
From the rivers of the sea today, there are 6 million Palestinians in the land.
For the record, that's not a lot of space for 6 million people.
Forget the space. We have plenty of space.
Are you sure? I mean, isn't Gaza one of the most densely packed cities?
No, but as the land itself to live together, we've got plenty of space.
Okay.
So between the river to the sea, from the Jordan River to the Mediterranean Sea, you have 6 million Palestinians. That's 2 million in Gaza, 2 million in Israel,
Okay.
2 million in the West Bank.
Okay.
This summer, I spent my whole summer running for bomb shelters because Hezbollah, the terrorist group, was firing rockets over my city.
Okay.
Indiscriminately.
And you know what? I will say.
Give me 1 second.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I live in an Arab city.
Okay.
I live in a city called Jaffa, or Jaffa,
Mhm.
which is like a port city in Tel Aviv. It's all a majority Arab place.
Okay.
When I have to go up, sirens go off because the bombs are falling. You know who let me into the bomb shelter? Arabs.
Oh, that's nice of you.
No,
I said that. I'm sorry.
nice of them.
Yeah. Sorry, I meant to say
You know
them.
who's running with me to the bomb shelter?
Also Arabs, probably.
Arabs.
Okay.
That's cohabitation. In Gaza, there's no Jews running from the Israeli rockets, but there's no Jews living in Gaza.
That's fair. Or at least very few.
There are 0 Jews in Gaza. There's not a single Jew living in Gaza.
Okay.
And in the West Bank, in any Palestinian city, there are 0 Jews living there because Palestinians don't allow Jews to live with them.
Okay.
In Israel, we have 2 million Arabs who live with us.
Okay.
That's
I mean-
cohabitation.
But here's the thing. Like I was about to say, and I apologize for interrupting you
No,
too.
no worries, bro. I just wanted to get that.
When you think, no, of course, that's a very strong testimonial, dude. I mean, to be honest with you, if I lived through that, I would also be pretty biased. Or even then, regardless, I would also take a stance like this because, frankly, it's a lot to see. But what I was going to say is, for example, would you consider, and I know this is going to sound very, very, for you, it's probably going to sound pretty like weird that I'm saying this, but I want to get a connection here that I can personally say, and I can try to talk on more than I can talk about the Arab world. Would you say, for example, all citizens in the U.S. are equal? Right.
I've never seen equality. I've traveled to 70 countries around the world.
And you've never seen true equality. Would you say that it's more equal here than over there where you live? Yes.
I would actually say Israel's slightly more equal.
Really?
It's less diverse.
Okay.
Very diverse, but we kind of break down into a few groups.
I see what you're saying.
It's so diverse, we never really have true equality.
Okay.
There's always going to be another group oppressing them.
Now, but here's the thing. And you're not, you know what? I wouldn't say always, but that's another topic for another day. Now, what I'm interested in understanding then is, I assume if you've lived in a city that is majority Arab, as a Jew, I mean, do you openly identify as such? So as a Jew, do you find it that you find a lot of Arabs that discriminate you? Right? Okay. And what I want to understand is that when you say equal, do you mean By the law or socially speaking?
By the law.
Okay, so by the law they're equal.
We have our own problems with the Arabs.
Yeah, I mean that's a whole fucking war.
What I'll say is that Jewish society doesn't really go on rampages to kill Arabs inside of Israel. It's not
Mhm.
really a thing. Like, it happens very, very rarely. It does happen on a regular basis where Arabs and Israelis unfortunately do kill Jewish people.
No.
Unfortunately, because they feed into extremism based on Hamas propaganda, Palestinian propaganda.
No, but here's the thing. I mean, I've seen reports that they've. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna butcher this. How do you say the prime minister of Israel's name?
Benjamin Netanyahu.
That the last one. Benjamin whatever the Netanyahu. I'm not gonna say this right. Thank you. You're gonna fucking roast me. I've seen reports that he is now classified by, I believe, the WHO. No, not the WHO. It's one of these organizations out there as the ICC. Sorry, yes, as a criminal, right?
It's the same UN that has the Ayatollah,
Mm-hmm.
or sorry, one of the members of the Iranian terrorist government in their Human Rights Council. It's
I
also
see.
the same UN that has North Korea sitting on their Human Rights Council.
Okay.
When we take Benjamin Netanyahu as the war criminal, I'd have to look first of all who's classifying him as the war criminal.
So you take it as a little bit. Okay, to be fair, if that's
Funded October 7th.
okay.
The UN openly funded October 7th.
Mhm.
Funded massacre plan. I have no respect for the UN in any capacity whatsoever. I mean,
That's fair.
Everything all their jurisdictions are really, it's dead and gone at this point.
Okay, so as a body, you don't respect what they say because the facts have been. Okay. Well, here's the thing. As far as I know, I've seen that Israel has taken the first shot. Now, not necessarily in the large context of the war. I assume that, based on history, there's been a lot of hate towards Jews. Okay, yeah, I want to hear your opinion. Yes.
So we have to go back to how far back do you go?
Well, are we isolating the Gaza Israeli-Palestine conflict itself, or are we talking about history? Is the question. Do you want to look it up? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I would like to see it.
I mean, the question is, where do you want to draw the line?
That's a good point. Oh, well, that's to be fair. The independence. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good question. To be honest with you, we'll go with the first attack ever on either soil. We'll do that. Okay. Is it a report list or is it?
The documented list, I personally verified it. It's going to be a lot of information.
Now here's the thing.
Not verified.
Is it a notes app?
It's on a notes app.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'd prefer it, and not to be rude, but I prefer it on an org or something that I can verify. Okay. Here, we can look it up right here. We can look it up.
Want to look it up? It's on medium.com.
Sure.
It's called.
Well, it's a .com. I don't know if I can trust that. It's not verified.
I mean, you can question my sources all you want. I think that's probably better for you to do at home.
I 100%. I agree.
What I would say is, if you do want to take a leap of faith, and believe me, since the 6th century,
Mhm.
when Islam was first coming out of the Middle East, this is a list of all the massacres, okay, that Arabs have done on the behest of Jewish people in the Middle East.
Okay.
It's a non-stop list, and I personally verified almost each one of these. It's disgusting how most of them, I think, are 100% accurate.
Wow.
Some of these have massacres in Morocco, 50,000 individuals. Some of them include not letting Jews ride horses, or forcing Jews to ride donkeys because the Arabs have to ride horses, so the Jews would always be smaller than them.
I see.
Forced rape. Some of them include not being able to adopt a Jewish orphan because they're Jewish.
A lot of this does seem somewhat legit towards, from 6th century to the 18th century. This seems pretty legit.
All the way to 1947.
Now,
1 year before the establishment of the state of Israel. Israel was established in 1948.
that's true. Sorry, I was getting my. No, I wanted to just keep looking.
People always wonder who shot first.
Yes.
I say, how far do you want to go? If we want to go to 1948, we can go to 1948, but the history goes way past that.
But that's the thing with these kind of like, oh, but they refuse to do this kind of arguments. And while I don't know for sure if you're right, when I think about your narrative that you're selling, and that's not a bad thing. We all have narratives we sell. I sell a narrative, you sell a narrative. When you're thinking about the narrative that you're selling, it seems very much like you believe that you've done everything in your power to do that. And while you may have or may not have, I can't verify that, I do feel like these kind of arguments become semantical in the sense that like when you think about like if we're siblings, let's imagine we're siblings fighting, right? And this is going to take me a second to construe this point a little. When you think about like tacking up every little thing that has happened, I do agree to a certain extent you're going to find someone that is probably more culpable, and that may or may not be Arabs, that may or may not be Jews. It's not for me to say. At the end of the day, I'm going to value the essence of life more than I value any fucking bullshit history that has happened. And that's to say that on both sides, not just Palestinians, because anyone that kills innocent Arabs, anyone that kills innocent Israeli people, anyone that also goes out and burns down Jewish buildings or whatever the fuck they do, that's wrong too, because hate breeds hate at the end of the day. Now, what I'm concerned about more than anything, and what I came more to understand morally, not fact-wise, because I can't verify if you're correct or incorrect, or more so, I don't know my opinion on it until I've really researched it. And I've been researching it more, just life has been busy, you know how it is. Now, I want to understand morally to you, if you saw that everything was going to go good and we can all agree to peace, you'd agree to it, right? You don't believe in killing people. Okay. Now here's... Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, could I ask you, why this, if I could ask? Not any rude reason, but just to have conversation? What is your job? What is your job? Okay. Well, I care about, getting everything straight, and more so, I do believe in hearing it out. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you didn't hear fucking bombshells or I didn't hear this. At the end of the day, I mean, you're here for a reason, like you said. And I may not fully agree with you in the sense that I don't know if you're right or wrong. I don't know what you're spinning. And I'm going to research that. And if I see you around here, maybe when I'm a little bit more factually up to date, I've seen some videos and all that. When I'm a little bit more factually up to date, when I do make my own assessment and judgment, I'll come back to you and I'll ask you, hey, I believe this and this and this. I've seen some things about Israel. I've also seen people who are pro-Palestine that, I've seen some clips. Actually, this is interesting, where I've seen a lot of Israeli citizens be very, very interestingly opinionated on the murder of children in Gaza. And I think, that might just be an exception, because there might be people I do believe that you seem like a person that wouldn't want to just kill children. So you know what? When I get more facts, I'll come back to you. I'm interested in this, and thank you guys for the opinion. I'm sorry that you can't convince me completely today, but hey, you have a nice day, okay?